Canton is Georgia's fastest growing city, and the numbers are striking. Its population has jumped 23.7% in just 5 years, almost 8,000 more people since 2020. But fast growth doesn't mean every Canton home is rising at the same speed or that sellers can name any price. The 2026 market gives buyers more choice and puts more pressure on sellers to get the first 2 weeks right. By the way, I help people just like you every week who are moving to Canton, buying in North Atlanta, or preparing to sell in Cherokee County, and I'd love to help you too. The best way to reach me is by calling or texting me at 770-626-4162. The information is below in this video. And stick around. Near the end, I'll share the biggest mistake Canton sellers are making in this more balanced market and the simple planning steps that keeps you from chasing the market down. Let's start with the official numbers. The US Census Bureau estimated Canton's population at 40,000 in July 2025. The 2020 estimate base was 32,957. That's a 23.7% increase in 5 years. So when you hear Canton called Georgia's fastest growing city, the takeaway isn't a slogan. Growth here is large, recent, and measurable. It's changing traffic patterns. It's adding housing demand. It's also bringing more buyers who may be comparing Canton with Woodstock, Cumming, Marietta, and communities closer to Atlanta. Canton is not one type of buyer. Census data shows 26.8% of residents are under 18 years of age, while 14.4% are 65 and older. The city has to work for young families, established households, and people planning their next chapter. The right neighborhoods for one buyer may feel completely wrong for another. That's where the navigate steps of our nest method matters. Before you compare countertops, compare the daily life around the home. Ask how far you'll drive for work, school, shopping, care, or family. The Census Bureau reports a mean commute of 27.3 minutes for Canton workers. Yours may be shorter or much longer, depending on where the house sits and when you travel. Now let's talk price. Zillow's June 2026 update puts the average Canton home value at $521,000. That figure was almost flat from a year earlier, down 0.1%. Realtor.com's May 2026 data tells us something else that matters. The median listing price was $598,000, while the median sold price was $485,000. Those measure different groups of homes. Don't subtract one from the other and call it a discount. The gap is a warning that homes entering the market may not match the homes actually closing. Redfin reported a median sales price of about $439,000 for the 3 months ending May 2026. That's down 3.4% from the same period 1 year earlier. That doesn't mean every Canton home lost value. You need to look at the exact home type, location, condition, and recent nearby sales. For buyers, this is an educate moment. Don't shop by a citywide average alone. A newer home with amenities may trade very differently from an older home on more land. A townhome close to daily needs may follow a different pattern from a large single-family home farther out. For sellers, your home isn't competing against an average. It's competing against the homes a buyer can tour this weekend. The pace of the market has slowed. Zillow says Canton homes were going pending in about 42 days as of June 2026. Realtor.com reported a median of 45 days on market in May. Redfin reported 47 days for the 3 months ending May. Different methods, same direction. This isn't a market where every well-priced home disappears in an afternoon. Realtor.com counted 1,061 active listings in May, up 12.8% 84% from a year earlier. It also labeled Canton a balanced market where supply and demand were about even. For a buyer, that can mean time to compare, complete inspections, study the monthly payment, and ask whether the home fits your life 5 years from now. More time doesn't mean every home is easy to buy. Redfin still called Canton somewhat competitive. It reported that homes received about 2 offers on average and 22.3% sold above list price. The best homes can still move quickly. The buyer strategy isn't to wait on every property. It is to know your numbers before the right one appears. Have your financing ready. Know your comfortable payment. Decide which trade-offs you can live with. Then you can move with calm confidence instead of making a rushed choice. If you're selling, the balanced market changes the job. Realtor.com reported Canton homes sold for about 99% of asking in May. Redfin reported a 99.1% sale to list price ratio. Those sound close to full price, but they don't show the stress behind listings that started too high and had to adjust. Redfin reported price drops on 37.6% of Canton listings, more than 1 out of every 3 in its measure. This is the mistake I teased earlier. Some sellers still prepare for the market we had when inventory was tight and buyers had no choice. They price for a future negotiation instead of the buyer's first impression. Then the home sits, online views slow, and a price cut becomes the new story. A stronger settle plan starts before the listing goes live. We study the current competition, not just old sales. We decide what needs to be repaired, simplified, or staged. Then we position the home so price and presentation tell the same story. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just need to make the value easy to understand. Canton's growth creates opportunity, but also more choices. The biggest mistake is treating every part of Canton as if it offers the same daily life. If you're buying, choose the life before the house. Test the drive at the time you'll use it. Look at how you spend a normal Tuesday, not just a fun Saturday. Think about space, upkeep, and how long you want to stay. If you're selling, picture the buyer most likely to value what your home offers. Then prepare the listing for that person. That's how you move from a broad citywide story to a smart plan for one property. This is the full nest method in action. We navigate the community. We educate you with clear numbers. We settle the move with a plan. Then we stay connected so you can thrive after closing. If Canton is on your list, download my free 2026 North Atlanta relocation guide at atlanta.ginasharma.com/buyers/relocation. It'll help you compare the communities and prepare you for the move. If you want to talk through your timing, request a relocation consultation at atlanta.ginasharma.com/buyers/consult. Call or text me at 770-626-4162 or use any of the links in the description below. My team and I are here to guide you every step so you can make a confident decision and find where you belong.